Yes, so my people, it is not a small thing. No, the rumor that get to us now, allegedly, is not a small rumor. Hey, this one, when I heard it, I was like, wow, 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 wow. It can only be Ooni of Ife because any other Ooni is a counterfeit. I will say that again and again. Why I am saying this is that we know that Ooni is one person that loves people so much. He loves his culture. He loves his brother. He does not forget his roots, and he loves carrying everybody along, especially his brothers. You understand? When I mean his brother, I mean the Oduduwa descendant. Okay, you always find a way to bring everybody together, to bond them together, and to make sure that the relationship never cut off. You understand? So now the rumor we heard now is that they said Ooni has said to embark on a 3 days journey, a kind of a tour to visit his Oodua brothers. Yes, so we know that there are four states that make up this Oodua nation. Yes, so when we talk of Oodua and the Oodua descendant, there are four brothers that made up this Oodua descendant. It's just that some people think that when we hear of Oodua, we only think of the Yorubas, we only think of the Ile-Ife people. But the fact remains that when we talk of Oodua, we are referring to these four brothers, who were sons to the first Ooni of Ife, the first Oodua himself, and who gave birth to Ooni of Ife, the Alaafin of Oyo, the Oba of Benin, and the Olu of Warri. These are four brothers, who came from Oodua himself, you understand? But migration is the one that separated these four brothers, and they decide to, relocate and settle in different places, especially the Oba of Benin and that of Olu of Warri. They are also Oduwa's sons. So now they said Ooni of Ife, who happens to be there. I think Ooni of Ife should be their elder brother, or Alaafin of Oyo happens to be I don't know between this Alaafin of Oyo and Ooni of Ife, who happens to be the eldest among them. So now they said Ooni has said to go on a 3 day tour, to visit his three brothers. You understand? Yes, so to visit his three brothers, to have a kind of a discussion with them on how they will have a kind of a visit them to visit his brothers, and to deliberate on their culture, and deliberate on their culture, on their cultures and tradition, and how to harness harness bond, and unity among them, like that kind of a thing now. Because if you have a brother, you have a family, and you don't visit one another, you don't reach out to one another, the bond will not grow. That's just the fact. So for you to keep that bond, for you to keep the relationship going and growing, and for you to build that strong relationship, it is when you check up on each other, you visit one another, you have a discussion, you do things together. That is when you can harness the bond between one another. And they said Ooni have set out to go on a 3 days tour, to visit his brothers. When we talk of brothers, these people are real brothers, so it's not as if they are kind of a cultural related brother. It's just that as generation pass, it now looks as if they are not brothers, or they are not really close. But when you look at the history of the Oodua children, you now see that these people are really blood brothers, like from one father like this, that gave birth to these four brothers. But things happen, and they decide to leave Ile-Ife. Otherwise, they are all from Ile-Ife. Yes, that's why they always call these Benin people and the Warri people. There's a common saying that they always say that they are the descendant of the of Oduas. You understand? That is how they normally refer to them, the descendant of Oodua. Why? Because they are actually from Oodua himself. Oodua himself is their father, is their four fathers. I don't know how many generations they are right now. So my people, and they said Ooni of Ife, who happens to be, I don't know if he's the eldest or the Alaafin of Oyo, but I know between Alaafin of Oyo and Ooni of Ife, one of them seems to be the eldest. You understand? But it happens that it's Ooni of Ife that people really know and that people really see as the Odua's son and all that. I think the reason should be that, one, Ile-Ife is their hometown, okay? Ile-Ife is the hometown of the Oodua. Oodua, based in Ile-Ife, and that is where he stays before these four other three children now decide to, Alaafin of Oyo move down to Oyo to settle down in Oyo. Oba of Benin, moved down to Benin to settle down in Benin, while the Olu of Warri moved down to Warri to settle down in Benin. And that is how these four brothers, parted ways, because I believe it's like for four of them to be in one place, we all know how it is now. So they all have to part because they all have great powers and they were very, very strong, just like the Oodua himself. They had these strong spiritual powers that, I think for them to be in one place, they cannot really, in fact, the powers is just too much. So that is why they have to go their separate way. And if you even look at the culture and the tradition of this country, Nigeria, you will see that these four brothers happens to have a very strong, they belongs to a very strong monarch. Like their how will I put it now, their kinship is very strong and well respected in the society. Why? Because these are people that have strong inclination to cultures and value, and they have this kind of strong tradition that people reverence, that people love, that people want to associate with, because these are people that has great powers and great traditions and culture. So with all that put together, they said with this visit coming up, this tour, to visit his brothers, that he has delegated Queen Naomi to be by his side as he go on this trip. And when I heard this rumor, I was like, me, I'm not sure that Queen Naomi will actually be the one that will follow him, because ever since Queen Naomi left the palace of Ooni of Ife, I have never seen her in any event with Ooni of Ife. Because of course, whether we like it or not, whether he loves Queen Naomi or not, tradition has to be has to be followed. Tradition has to be recognized, and tradition demands that as long as Queen Naomi is no longer in the palace, it is the women, the wife, anyone that is with him in the palace that will be the one, that will follow him anywhere he's going to. He will be the one that will stand and represent him wherever and whenever he is needed. So this rumor of people saying that it's Queen Naomi that will follow him and all that, me, I don't know why. I always say here that all the story I bring here, they are not for sound information. Yes, so they are all rumor, because I don't live in Ile-Ife, neither do I live on his palace. Okay, as we hear the gist, we'll come here and also relate it to you people here. But what I'm just trying to say is that I don't believe that Queen Naomi, can embark on that journey with Ooni of Ife. Even if you see Queen Naomi, maybe Ooni is saying Queen Naomi will represent him, or Queen Naomi will do this or do that. Not when it comes to him visiting his, his brothers. You understand? Because when now that he wants to visit his brother, it has to do with a lot of custom, tradition, and whatever. So he cannot go and meet his brothers with the wife that is not with him in the palace. How will it be? You understand? When he has 6 of them right now in the palace. So to me, I don't think that, of course, I don't believe that this rumor is true, but definitely I still have to come here and still let you people know the rumor that is making the round, that Ooni has, set 3 days aside, that he wants to visit his 3 brothers, the Alaafin of Oyo, the Oba of Benin, and the Olu of Warri. You understand? So this is the rumor that I heard allegedly, and I said I will come here and also let you people know. Do you people actually think that Queen Naomi will follow him on that journey? But because me, for one, I have said it that he cannot take Queen Naomi on that special occasion. Rather, he will go with one of his wives, which I don't know which, because I don't know their culture, but from my own understanding, the little that I know about the culture of the Ooduas, I don't think he can bring the wife that is not in the palace to follow him to visit his Oodua brothers. So my people, this is the rumor that I heard, and I said I will come here and let you people know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for standing by. You are welcome once again to my channel. It is my pleasure to have you all here. And if you are here and you are here to subscribe to my channel, kindly help me hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. Also give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. All right, so my people, till I come your way again, I will call it a day. Bye for now. Till I come your way again. Love you all. Mwah.